Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Good morning. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Pensacola. I am blessed to be your community minister. I am Reverend Maggie Lovins. My pronouns are she and her. At this moment, I would like you to silence any electronic devices you may have into sacred silence. I want to extend a very warm welcome to any guests we may have here today. We are a lay-led congregation, and you will find all kinds of different topics on Sunday mornings. There is a pamphlet and a guest info card out here on the cabinet next to the door, and our website is uupensacola.org. to find out more about our services and our outreach. I have a couple of announcements for us this morning. The Sunday Services and CRE team have an announcement to share about the children's program for our UU families. UU religious educators recommend that our children attend regular UU services once a month for the entire service. This practice helps to enable our growing children to understand and become part of congregational life of this church. Beginning in July, on the first Sunday of each month, the children are invited and encouraged to attend full service with their caregivers. There will only be child care available for infants and toddlers on the first Sunday on the first Sunday of each month. The Children's CRE program will continue each Sunday during the rest of the month. Our presenter, Angelique, has graciously agreed to stay with us for a second hour. We will meet here in the sanctuary, so grab your refreshments and come on back. Have an announcement from Just Pensacola. We just concluded our successful Nehemiah action with Interfaith Coalition Just Pensacola. As an active member congregation of this justice organization, we are changing the ways systems operate in Pensacola and in Escambia County. An investment in Just Pensacola helps us to keep up this important organizing work. As this year's fundraiser has begun, Just Pensacola encourages individual members like our congregants to give a pledge of $200 for this justice effort, but any amount is warmly welcomed. Ways that you could invest: by mail, sending a check once a year or at intervals, from your bank as a one-time reoccurring event for electronic payments. Online, look for Just Pensacola, click the Invest button, and follow the instructions. There's a graph there showing how the money is spent. You might want to take a look at that. These instructions plus a QR code for access are on the bulletin board in the lobby. If you have any questions, please ask Paula Montgomery, Barbara Wright, or Lauren Anzaldo. Another announcement: Sunday, June 29th, guess that would be next Sunday, let's have lunch together. After the service, meet us at Vallarta's at 11:45 for fun and fellowship and lunch. Please see Mary Beth Ramsey if you wish to join us.
The Unitarian Universalist Church of Pensacola, the 8 Principles.
Number 1, the inherent worth and dignity of every person.
Number 2, justice, equity, and compassion in human relation.
Number 3, acceptance of one another and encouragement to spiritual growth in our congregation.
Number 4, a free and responsible search for truth and meaning.
Number 5, the right of conscience and the use of democratic process within our congregation and in society at large.
Number 6, the goal of world community with peace, liberty, and justice for all.
Number 7, respect for the interdependent web of existence,
of which we are all a part.
Number 8, active commitment to dismantle racism and other oppression in ourselves and our institutions.
So I did that out of order, y'all. Sorry about that. It's okay. But it's a really pretty picture. Our chalice lighting today is inspired by Rebecca Ann Parker. As we light our chalice, I ask you to make a choice to choose to bless the world. The choice to bless the world is more than an act of will, a moving forward into the world with the intention to do good. It's an act of recognition, a confession of surprise, a grateful acknowledgement, and that in the midst of a broken world, unspeakable beauty, grace, and mystery abide. None of us alone can save the world, but together that is another possibility waiting. Blessed be. Our opening words today come to us from Starhawk, lifting up our 7th principle. In honor of the summer solstice and our seventh principle, our opening words come up to us again from Starhawk. We are all longing to go home to some place that we have never been, a place half remembered and half envisioned. We can only catch glimpses of it from time to time. Community. Somewhere there are people to whom we can speak with passion without having the words caught in our throats. Somewhere a circle of hands will open to receive us. Eyes will light up as we enter. Voices will celebrate with us whenever we come into our own power. Community means strength that joins our strength to do the work that needs to be done. Arms to hold us when we falter. A circle of healing. A circle of friends. And some place that we can be free. Ashe. If you would please stand, if you are able, stand for our covenant. Love is the spirit of this church, and service its law. This is our covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. While everyone is standing, take a moment to meet your neighbor. Hugs, handshakes, whatever it takes. Thank you. And please remain standing if you are able for our opening song, Draw the Circle Wide by Gordon Light. The lyrics will be on the screen behind me. I'll try to catch up and keep up.
Draw
Please be seated. Thank you. Now is the time in our service that we share what is on our hearts, both joys and sorrows. Please give your name and briefly share with us your joy or your sorrow. We will light the first candle to represent all the pain and the sorrow in the world. Let's try.
You know we want you to
Go now in peace, go now in peace. May the spirit of God surround you everywhere, everywhere you may go. As you may or may not know, our church is fully funded by our members, so we rely on our charitable donations to operate. We greatly appreciate any time, talent, or treasure you can give. Our ushers will now pass around baskets to collect any offerings. You may also give via the information here on this screen. And while we are passing our baskets, we are going to do We Would Be One, which is 318 in your gray hymnal, if you would like to sing along. Okay, we're going to do a new chant, and this is written and developed by Mike and Rivka. The lyrics are here on, so I have the music up here, but I have the lyrics here at the bottom as well. If you would like to join in on this chant, I feel it's pretty powerful.
Inside out.
Awesome. Thank you to Mike and Rivka and to our choir. And band, yes, sorry. I kind of thought that was all as one. Sorry, yes. Yes, and Hollywood, that's right. We got Hollywood today. Well, now we come to the good part of the service. It's all good, right? It's all good. I would like to introduce our guest speaker today. Angelique Godwin is the director of Transgender Equality for Equality Florida. Previously, she served as Equality Florida's Trans Action Florida Special Events Coordinator, where she organized the Let Us Live March on the Capitol, attended by over 200 transgender Floridians and allies during the 2004 legislative session. She also hosted the statewide Voices for Change Summit, a convening that brought together over 60 trans-led organizations, groups, leaders, and businesses with a common goal of creating a better quality life for all trans, non-binary, and intersex individuals across the state of Florida. Angelique is a proud Afro-Latina trans woman and drag queen entertainer. Angelique's pronouns are she, her, and queen. I like that. Born and raised in the Bronx, New York, Angelique started her journey of performance, activism, public speaking, and community service through the Allegheny Health Department and AIDS HIV awareness programs while attending college in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Since moving to Florida, Angelique has continued her advocacy efforts, including founding the Drag to Tale 9 and acting as a lead organizer for the 2023 Drag Queen March on the Capitol in Tennessee. When she's not lighting up the stage and providing safe spaces for performers to cultivate their art form and self-expression, she can be found educating communities on local legislation and fighting for equal rights for all. Join me in giving a very warm welcome to Miss Angelique.
Hello and good morning. How's everybody feeling? Good. Oh, I like this. This is going to be great. When thinking about this, because I've had some time, they didn't spring this on me last minute, so I was really excited to come and speak to you guys about what it means to take action, right? And this time, specifically now more than ever, I think we all are sitting on the edges of our seats wondering, what can we do, right? The problems seem so big, they seem so far away, they seem so unreachable, untouchable, and for those that are close to you, it feels a little bit of a disconnect, right? Because you may not be experiencing what the other people are experiencing, right? So it's always, I empathize or I sympathize, but never really I know exactly what your struggle is. And so I wanted to tell my story because my story is very much on the line. Hearing my biography read back to me is a little surreal sometimes because 3-4 years ago, I would have donated money to a cause. I would have joined a rally last minute when somebody told me about it as I was passing by, but I wouldn't have thought that I was capable of what I've achieved. It wasn't really a part of my plan. I was supposed to be a chef somewhere, y'all. I was supposed to be in Europe, cooking it up, making, like ratatouille without the rat. And so my life changed in an instant. I had been in Florida for 10 years, and I was here to help be a good daughter. I was taking care of my family, and in between, I was doing drag shows to help pay for life because it's easy, late night, could put everybody to bed, go perform, and then come home, right? And I was on my couch, and I was watching the news, and it was like month after month after month, I kept seeing these attacks on the LGBTQ community and on trans people and on drag queens. And it was that December, I was on my couch and they did a state of emergency. I don't know if you guys know that, but Ron DeSantis did a state of emergency against drag performers one December. And for those in the community who don't have any other option, where that is their bread and butter, it was devastating to the community. And I knew so many people. I've been doing drag for 18 years. I'm 38 years old. I turned 39. I know I don't look it, but I've been doing it for a long time. And so I know what it's like. I mean, especially after COVID, you know, we know what it's like to lose your ability to work. We know what it's like to not be able to know if you're going to be able to pay your bills or help your family or do those things. So it affected me in a way that I really felt I could no longer just sit on the couch anymore. Thoughts and prayers weren't enough. The hoping that I could help, right? Giving my last $5 isn't enough to help all the people I know. So I reached out to a friend and we were like, what can we do? Like, we really need to do something. Who is doing the work right now that we can like get up and join forces? And by no means, I don't make signs and posters. I mean, unless you let me throw glitter on everything, it is not, you do not want me anywhere near your stuff. But but it definitely is something that I felt like at that time, if that would make a difference, if that would make one small difference, it was worth trying. And so I kind of got together with this friend and we spoke to a bunch of different organizations and we showed up to a lot of local community things and we started looking inward at who was doing the work. I think we put so much trust in the people who lead us that we forget to question them sometimes. We forget to question the work, you know, we forget to actually look at it and say, is what you're doing actually helping us, or is it performative? Is it just showboating? Is it just to say so you can say you did something, right? And while there's a place for all kinds of support, not everybody has to be at the front line of the march or in the war room figuring it out, right? There's places for everybody in support, and no one should expect any one type of support. But when you feel uncomfortable, when you feel like there's really something needs to happen or something needs to change, my advice to anyone is to lean into it. If it's making you nervous, if it makes your stomach churn, if it makes you uncomfortable, like you're shifting in your seat, like you got ants in your pants, as my mom used to say, lean into that and lean into the people around you and ask those tough questions. What are you doing? What do you see happening? Because a lot of times we're kind of face value, right? We go through life and we're on the train track and we kind of go to the grocery store, we come home, we cook dinner, we put on the TV, and then we go to bed. And when you're in that circle, you don't hear the outside voices. You don't get to see the impact or the disparities that are going on around you. So all that to say, sorry, I got really into that route. We ended up going ahead and we met up with Equality Florida at the time. I had been working with them as a volunteer, but nothing big. Like I said, going to the Pride here, go to the little town hall, school board meetings, whatever. And I felt like I was doing something, but I didn't feel like I was doing enough. So they had this wonderful event called Pride at the Capitol, which, no, it is not a Pride at the Capitol. There is no music. There is no dancing. It is anything but a pride per se. But it is a wonderful event that teaches people how to lobby on the Capitol. It teaches the community members how to speak to legislators. It helps you understand how bills are made, how they're passed. I mean, I grew up with the little bill on the steps, but nowadays that's not here anymore. So this is a great way for people to learn how to do this. And as I was there, I was inspired. I was changed forever with this one day. It's a kickoff day. Session in Florida lasts 8 weeks, for those of you who don't know, and it changes from year to year. Sometimes it starts in March, sometimes it starts in January. And it was a really impactful moment because as I went through and I learned all these things, I realized that if somebody who's, quote unquote, in the community and up with the times and doing all the things, if I didn't understand how this works, my community can't possibly understand how this works. We had put so much trust in our legislators and in our respected, delegates of our peace, of our town, of our cities, of our lives, really, and we never really even knew what they were doing. We didn't know how they were doing it. So being there taught me a really valuable lesson about not only learning the process, but I now have the power to come back and teach my community. And so that's what I did. I started going and having little town halls in every city that I worked and performed in. I'd get all the drag queens together and say, we're going to hold a little hall, call all your friends, tell everybody meet us at the club. The club will open early for us, and we'll tell everybody what's going on. We did satellite chats via Zoom and FaceTime and Facebook and Instagram. And we used all the tools that we had at our disposal to start making noise and start educating people. We weren't yelling, we weren't screaming, we're not talking right and wrong, we're talking facts, we're talking reality. What you can actually do to make this change you so desperately seek. And sometimes the change we seek, right, isn't just for us, it's for the people we love. So that impact of being able to bring it to my family and help them understand why they needed to be vocal, why they needed to be loud, because silence is complicit, right? The silence means that you've chosen neither side and given up for every side. So it's really important that we use our voices when we can in every room that we're in, because you never know who needs the education and who's waiting for someone to speak up. So when you're that voice, people look to you. People reach to you. They want to hear what you have to say. And it also empowers them to use their voice as well. And so from there, we started a cascade of wonderful events. Also, shout out to you guys for having my Let Us Live March flyers here. I absolutely love that. This year, we just had it, and we had over 400 attendees. So we doubled our size from last year. And it was really awesome. We are known as the march that withstands wind and rain, because while we were out there, it did start raining torrential downpour. And moments like that are things I never thought were possible. Remember, I was complicit. I was happy sitting on the couch and doing my drag shows and taking care of my family and doing what I thought I could do. I thought, my donations were enough. But in 2 years, I've done massive differences. And now I stand before you as the director for Transgender Equality, fighting for all trans, non-binary, and intersex rights across the entire state. I hold one of the largest gatherings of its kind. No one has ever held a gathering in the state of Florida for trans lives ever at the size that I hold it for. And I get to share with you an announcement that I'm super proud of. This year, we're sponsored by Disney. So Disney's gonna host us and actually allow us to have our Florida Voices for Change convening in their space. And hopefully they give us tickets to Disney. It'd be really great. But all this to say, the chances and the choices you make inspire you and the people around you. The more action you take, the more you try, the better things do get, and they do get better. And as somebody who has been in the Capitol 3 years in a row fighting anti-LGBTQ legislation and winning every single year, this year we got rid of all anti-LGBTQ legislation. Not one single bill passed this year. Last year, 20 out of 21. The year before that, 13 out of 14. Every year that we stand up and we choose to fight back, we make a difference. And it's visible. It's visible in the ways that you get to live your lives freely. Even with things like our bathroom ban, we have never had one actual person be arrested or locked up for this law. The only time it happened was this year with somebody from out of state who sent them a photo of themselves and literally told them, please come lock me up in protest. And so with that being said, still now, even after that, no one is enforcing these laws because of the work that we do at Equality Florida, because we're tireless and we don't give up, no matter how hard it may seem. So we always invite the community members to join us, to get to know what we're doing. We work in every major city, at every school board hearing, at every single city hall or town hall that happens. You'll find our members fighting for your rights and fighting for your freedoms, the way that you deserve and the way that your family deserves. And that all started on my couch. So don't ever feel discouraged. Don't ever feel like you can't do it. And if you yourselves can't, right, pass the buck. Help somebody else get there. We do every year, Emerald Coast Equality, if you guys have heard of them, partner with us for Pride at the Capitol, and they actually help people transport from here to Tallahassee, the Capitol, and they'll help with cars, they help with bus payments, they help with anything you can need, gas and food, hotel stays, all of that, to make sure that we can show up in numbers and in support of not only ourselves, but everyone else. I think that's all I have for you guys, and I'm super excited for Q&A a little later after this, but thank you guys for having me. Thank you for listening to me and my story, and I hope to see you out there, and if not, I hope to at least see you in my inbox. I'll share my email with everybody later. Thank you so much.
That was awesome. Thank you so much. All right. Our closing hymn today is in your gray hymnal, 131, Love Will Guide Us. I know we know this one. Our closing words today come from Jean Rowe. We have a calling in this world. We are called to honor diversity, to respect differences with dignity, and to challenge those who would forbid it. We are people of the wide path. Let us be wide in affection and go our way this week in peace and action. Blessed be and namaste. Our postlude today will be Go Lifted Up, which is in the teal hymnal 1057. You need not feel to sing along, but our choir is going to sing us out today. Thank you all for being here, and have a wonderful week. May you go lifted up. Have a wonderful week.